I've been saying I'll do this. I can't do it. I've been procrastinating. Yes, all that it's just the behavior that I've evolved upon. I've evolved around myself. Now it's time whereby you raise your standards. It's time whereby you demand of yourself. You change what you really demand of yourself. You say, no, I can't demand this of myself now. I'm going to change. I'm going to put myself in a trench hold. A trench hold is where you change your should. I should do this. I should dare do that. I should have been done doing that by now. No. Maybe I must do it tomorrow. No. Let me do it next week. No. Raising your standard, it's doing it now, tackling it now. Change your demand to say, I'm gonna make it on. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna ride it through. When you say now, I'm gonna change this part of me. I'm gonna make it a must. Yes, you can't really focus to your brain and say, listen to your brain. Your brain is not designed to make you comfortable. It's not designed to structure what you want in your life. It's designed to protect you. It's designed to protect you from life. It's designed to check what's wrong, to protect you against. Now you have to force it to say, my brain, this is where we're gonna move, and then you tangle it there. That's what I mean by raising your standard. Okay, maybe you don't really understand what I mean by raising the standard. Say you change what you demand of yourself. Look, in the Olympic Games, in the Olympics of Women in 1996, there's a girl called Carrie, an 18-year-old girl. This woman, she was doing gymnastics. When she was busy, it was U.S. against Russia. When she was busy, playing, of which US was one score ahead of Russia. When she was busy, they were depending on her to say, okay, pull the last pull, then we win. She was like, okay, let me push it on. When she pushed on, she was busy doing the gymnastic work. She broke her ankle, twisted right there in the middle of the sport. But she kept persisting. She said, no, yes, the pain is there. Yes, my ankle is twisted, it's painful, but I am going to make it this day. She pushed and got the gold medal. Got that gold medal. Okay, when she got the gold medal with a twisted ankle, which was so painful, she couldn't even stand, she cried. Then they asked her, Carrie, why didn't you just stand aside, because of now this injury have ruined you. You will no longer play in gymnastics no more because of your ankle can no longer go back to normal. It can't heal in the right way. You have worsened the injury. What are you gonna do? She said. Why didn't you quit? That was the question. She said, no. I knew if I quit, if I did quit that time, I didn't win the gold. I didn't have the gold. I changed what I demand of myself. I demanded that it's something that I have to do. It's something that it's a must for me. I must get the gold. In spite of my ankle is twisted or not, I have to I have to finish. I have to get it through. I have to get it done. Now, what does this story mean for you? An 18-year-old change her system to say, yes, there are many other gold medals that are out there. Let me just quit this one and then take care of my ankle. Then afterwards, I can persist and push on. She said, no, it's now. I have to do it now or either no else. The ankle was painful. Ankle with no ankle, I'm doing it. That's what I mean by raising your standard. That's what I mean. You have to say, okay, now I'm taking it on. I'm going to make it through. I'm going to make it happen. Of which I always came up with a way of myself. I always came up with a thought of saying, with a ritual that says to me, if I feel like I mustn't do it, that's the time. If I feel like no, I can't take it, I'm so afraid that I feel this fear in me. No, that's the time I say yes. It's time to make it. It's time to push through. That's what I demand. And then I push myself to follow. Or maybe the story that I once did with my twin brother, I didn't ask for his permission to talk about this, but I'll talk it anyway. My twin brother asked him and said, "Hey man, you were so afraid of a frog." I was saying, "Man, come on. You can't be afraid of this thing. This is what you must demand from yourself. When you feel afraid, say, this is the must. I must make it through. I must see. I must explore the fear. I must find what is in there. What is it that I'm afraid of? Find it, scrutinize, check it, say, okay, am I afraid of this? What is it that I'm afraid of? I'm afraid of this. Then you challenge yourself. What does fear really mean to you? It means you must press it on. It means that you must do the thing. It challenges you or it demoralizes you. From my side, it doesn't demoralize. It challenges you to say, take it on, baby. Push it hard. Go there. Explore. Go there. Explore that fear. Okay, let me take you to his video and say, and see it's 4 years back or 3 years back. Yeah, it's 3 years back. That video I remember, where he was like, we see this other frog when we were walking at night. We passed a frog. He ran away. He was moving. No, I'm afraid of this. I pick it up. I try to assist him to show how to overcome it, how to make it true. Of which that video, we didn't record that, we recorded the outcome of it on how he perceived to go through. He was afraid that the frog will poison him. He was afraid that the frog will eat him up. Just imagine, you are this big and then by eaten by a small thing. Come on, man, that's unrealistic things. But what kind of stories are we telling ourselves? Stories such like you'll be eaten by a frog. How? Really? Just think of that. Now, when you're not in a position whereby you want to think and say, okay, how can I overcome it? How can I break it down for myself? Break it down. Simplicity is the master of execution. The more you make it simple, the more you simplify it to yourself, it's the more it will be easy for you to implement it. The more it's going to be much easier for you to tackle it, to say, okay, I'm going to press it to fulfillment because of it's easy. You understand? Yes. Now, here is what I really want you to say. Let's go back to that day whereby you will see the frog, you will see him like experiencing how it is when you explore your fears, when you explore and say, okay, this is what I'm afraid of. How can I explore it out? Okay, sometimes it's difficult for some people, but I assisted him to say, this is how you must explore your fear. This is how you must tangle it out. He thought it's gonna take hours. He says, no man, I can't change it. This is so painful since from 7 up until now. I can't change it. This is in me. Yeah. So, no man. This is the way you conditioned yourself to believe this. But now let's break down the conditioning. Let's break it down, the conditioning you did to yourself. Let's break it down. Let's explore it. Let's find another conditioning out of this. Of which it took him 7 years to change that shit or something. It took him 7 years to break it, to go to that moment where you say, no, let me change it, let me explore myself, let me unwind this conditioning that I did. At that moment, that's where he unleashed to himself. Let's go to the video. I'll catch you later. You see the video, you see there what really happened.
We just saw a frog. He was very afraid of it. I said, I coached him that it's time to overcome his fear. At the age of 7, when he was still young, he was running away. He will tremble. He will run away and say, I don't know. When he see it, he will run away. Come on, man. It's time you face your fear in your life. I don't know, maybe what are you afraid of? You are afraid of poverty. You are afraid of fear. You just get afraid. You just tremble. You don't know what you want in your life. Here, here we are. We can coach you on that. How can you overcome your fear? As I've coached him to overcome his fear, here is the frog. It's moving. You see, he's no longer afraid of Mr. Frog. And I promote you, you guys, you mustn't kill animals. Let them live very well. Overcome your fears with them. Have that interacting relationship. Try to overcome it. He even told me, the funny part, he even told me, he said, hey, Mr. Frog is very soft. I wonder why I was afraid of him. I said, no, man, you shouldn't have been afraid from the beginning. You should just love him, just touch him when he moves. You just, so now, my question is one. My twin have overcome his fear. He touched the frog. Since he was 7 years old, being afraid until at the age of 23, he overcome the frog. If you can check something that you wanted to accomplish in your life, something that you wanted to overcome, it only takes you a moment in time. It takes you a moment of saying, now I'm facing my fear. I want to change. It takes a decision. Now, when are you going to take that decision and say, I want to change my life. I want to be who I am. I want to overcome it. I want to be successful as other people. But I'd advise you and say, be yourself, be who you are. Tap on the button and say, now, Sobabin, you are overcoming it. You can see, Ndwana, we are holding the frog here. You can see, guys, I'm holding the hose. Let me hold it well, Misha. Hold it. No, wait, Mr. Frog, wait, Mr. Frog. Just he's so in love. He's so in love with me, this man. He doesn't matter. He's running away from me. Running away. Check, guys. I'm happy that he's the one who is afraid of me now. Yeah, you want to come with me? He's running. Whoa. Put him down. Yeah. Now, thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Yeah. Go well, Mr. Frog. Go well, Mr. Frog. Go well, Mr. Frog. Guys, I've been having this fear of frogs, this phobia. They call it in English phobia of frogs. I've been very afraid of frogs, guys. But after my twin brother, he was never afraid. I've been afraid of frogs since from the age of 7 until now I'm 23. The more years were coming up, I've been so fearful of frogs. I would run away when I see frog. But now, check now. At least he coached me today. He coached me, directed me what to do so that I will never fear frogs again in my life. Now, I don't fear Mr. Frog. I'm so happy. I do not know what you fear in your life. You might be wanting to be successful. You might be craving for something. I was craving to hold the frog, but I was so afraid. Now, I'm able. I faced my fear. What is it that you are afraid of? Why should you allow your mind to let you down? He showed me everything was with him. I instilled that fear within me. But now, I was afraid of this nice creature.